नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका रगतले स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहुजाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
This is a historic day in the state of Texas. It's the first time ever in our history that we recognize the Nepal police community in Nepal. Despite the 75th anniversary of the establishment of congratulations in Nepal. This is a very important emerging and we're proud to celebrate the diversity of the Nepalese community is a very important part of that. The generations of the United States and Nepal together, they have shared goals and values. And I share the statistic of the top of the 12 overseas students in the United States. Very important part of my community, some of the other communities and pioneers and colleagues want to recognize the galleries we have today.
नमस्ते।
थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका रगतले स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान शान्ति शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
So today is an historic day, historic moment, giving them special seats. Yes, Mr. Salman be here and Jerry. So it is a proud moment for each one of us, especially those who have come from Nepal, who have the Nepalese heritage, to our best friends in Texas State House have done something for us, which is, we are very grateful to that, declaring February 16 as the Nepal Day, Nepali Divas in Texas, February 16. Congratulations to each one of you. Saying this, we have some of our organization and members from that organizations. They worked tirelessly to get what we are here today. So let me start with our host organization from Austin, Greater Austin Nepali Samaj, Mr. Bhoj Raj Bhatt. Please come over here and speak few words. A big round of applause.
Thank you, Dinesh. Texas House Representative Terry Meja and House Representative Salman Bochani, NST President Mr. Wagle, Houston Nepalese Society Vice President Dornaji, community leaders and community members. We are delighted to be here today at Texas House of Representatives with our delegation to mark February 16 as Nepal Day. This is really proud moment and historic moment for all the communities, Nepalese communities in Texas and outside of Texas. So thank you so much to Ms. Terry Meja and Mr. Bojani. We highly appreciate your initiation, and Prabhat sir, who worked tirelessly and whose initiation brought here all of us. So thank you so much for that. As we read through the history, the ties between nation of strongest democracy in the world, the United States of America, and the Himalayan nation and birthplace of Lord Buddha, Nepal has flourished since February 16, 1948. This all started with United States recognized the Himalayan Kingdom of Nepal as sovereign country on April 21st, 1947. And immediately an agreement of commerce and friendship was signed in Kathmandu between United States and Nepal, which paved the way for the two countries to establish diplomatic relations on February 16, 1948. The representative of then President Harry S. Truman and the representative of His Majesty King Tribhuvan Veeravikram Saha in the diplomatic ties between two countries, leading to the establishment of U.S. Embassy at Kathmandu on August 6, 1959. As all we know, this year we are celebrating 75th anniversary of diplomatic relationship between US and Nepal. This is not only the 75th anniversary celebration for diplomatic relationship, but would be the most important important historic moment for Nepalese communities residing in Texas and other parts of United States. I strongly believe that this will also strengthen the bilateral ties between people of two nations. Among lots of minority communities, thousands of Nepalese origin have been residing in Texas and made Texas their first home. With enormous, we have come along today to propose and mark February 16 as Nepal Day in Texas House. This is great achievement, guys. Thank you to all for this achievement we involved. This will definitely add new height to the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relationship between US and Nepal. And February 16 will always be celebrated with much pride by us and all our future generations. I would like to thank you, House Speaker, all the Texas House representative for making us feel part of the family. I would like to special thank to Ms. Terry Meja again and the Professor Prabhat Dixit for their initiation and tireless effort. Once again, thank you to House Speaker, Texas House Representative, and Nepali community leaders and members. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Bojraji, and he's right. There are so many Nepalese in Texas, and as the saying goes, we were not born in Texas, but we came here as soon as we could. So that's where we are here. Lovely place, lovely state of Texas. Saying this, moving forward, I would like to invite Mr. Drone Gautam from Houston Nepali Samaj. He's the Vice President. Please, a few words. A big round of applause for Mr. Drone Gautam.
Thank you, Dinesi. House of Representative Mr. Imeja, Mr. Salman Bajani, and the Greater Austin Society, Niresam sir from Lavak, and all guests. This is a proud moment for us that State of Texas declared February 16th as a Nepal Day. This is so proud moment. I would like to congratulate all of us, and I would like to thank Ms. Terry and Salman Bojani and working with our professor, our Prabhat Dixit. I would like to thank you so much for this big achievement for the Nepalese community in Texas and all over the US. And again, this proud moment, I don't want to say it so, I don't want to take too much time. I just want to say again, thank you, House of Representatives, all members, speakers, and a special thank you to Ms. Terry Meza and Salman Bajani, and congratulations to all. Thank you so much.
Representative who have joined us from Houston, Mr. Suleiman Lalani. I hope that's what, please, a big round of applause. So, he's from Houston. So, our last speaker, Mr. Drone Gautam, he's also from Houston. So, please, Mr. Drone, sir, please be in touch with him. And he will be as helpful as we both have here from Irving and from Euless. So, I hope this is how the relation continues. Moving forward, we have Mr. Resham Gharti from Labak Nepalese Society. Mr. Resham Gharti. So let's make it short. No need of recognizing, we all know each other. So this is an informal kind of meeting. So I would request Mr. Resham Gharti.
Namaste. Thank you, Dinesi. First of all, I would like to applaud Professor Prabhat Dixit, who initiated tirelessly from the beginning up to this point. And I would like to thank House President Ms. Meza and Mr. Kolegi. You have done a lot to make this happen. Our population has been growing lately. In Texas, I don't know the statistics, but Tavis Savaran is one of the example. He, if I'm not wrong, our community, I think one of the points, he has been elected. He admitted last time in Dallas. Is that right? I mean, this is the milestone, and this is the initiation, and it's not the end. Our community has done so much for the community, for the state, and for the cities. And thank you all for being here. I'm from a small community. Lubbock is not a very big community compared to Austin, Dallas, and Houston. Thank you for having me this opportunity.
And especially this is the beginning. And I would like to quote Mr. John F. Kennedy, what he said, like, ask not what the country can give you, ask what you can give to the country. So this is where now is the time to give back to this great nation. Saying this, let me call upon the biggest, largest Nepalese society, which is in Dallas, Fort Worth, Nepalese Society of Texas, the president of NST, Mr. Rajendra Wagle.
Thank you, Dinesh Sharma. Honorable State Representative Terry Meza, Salman Bojani, Suleiman, similarly Reggie Smith already who were joined for the celebration, and representative from various communities like Greater Austin Nepalese Society, Nepalese Association of Houston, Lubbock Nepalese Society, journalists, and dear distinguished guests. First of all, I would like to thank you for your effort to make initiation for the celebration of 75th anniversary and the declaration of Nepal Day, February 16th, as Nepal Day in the House of Texas. Yes, it's a beginning. We have to go long way. Let me begin with my wishing all the best. We celebrate with 75th anniversary of US-Nepal celebration. The United States of America has been a friend of Nepal for a long time. We are mutually helping. I mean, United States helps a lot in Nepal from the development of medieval age to the modern age. So our 75th year celebration is something we are very proud of it.
Yes, it's a proud moment for each one of us. Moving forward, I have another speaker who is the advisory board in Lions Club, Miss Anusha Takal.
Hi everyone, good morning and namaste. Namaste everyone, namaste. I'm not a public speaker, so I'm going to see, I have written a few words, so I'm going to read that to all today. Thank you all for being here, all the executive members, different community from Houston, Dallas, and Austin here. Thank you for Terry Meza here, House of Representative, and Mr. Salman. Thank you for getting a designated Nepal Day. And we're proud and we feel very grateful for this humble day. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Saying this, we have another speaker from Himalayan Democratic Club, who is the Vice President of Himalayan Democratic Club, Mr. Babe Basni.
Hi, today. Anyway, first of all, I'd like to thank House Representative Suleiman, Terry Meza, and Salman, and many others who are standing there to support us. I think one of them was Mia Philly, I didn't know her name. Anyway, so we'd like to thank you. So from today, we've been celebrating our Nepal Day. Like middle of nowhere, everybody will gather together and say, okay, let's celebrate the Nepal Day on April 14th. And that's the Nepal Day. Now we officially had a Nepal Day in Texas. We'll be celebrating this every year. So we'd like to thank you so much for this opportunity. And this is the beginning. As I said, I've been living here for 20 years. So this was the first time ever we entered to the chamber. Many of you have done that same thing. So, and as our representative, thank you. guys for showing us the path. And what I believe is Nepali people, we're a growing population, but Mr. Rajan mentioned that we're around 100,000 people living in Texas. But political wise, we are very conscious, right? As Salman knows, in ULES, we are probably 80 to 90% of the voting, right, turnout. So if we can energize those people in anywhere, Houston and North Dallas side, I've seen some representative from North Dallas side, then we can make this happen, and we'll probably get this house as a Democrat, and we'll be more proud, right? So let's work together, all of us in our area, and it's not. I would say this is the beginning. This is the beginning of that. We have seen how the things goes here, so we are so proud to be here, and let us work together and make this House of Representatives represented by more Nepalese people and more Democrat. Thank you very much.
Nothing is impossible. That's what I said. Me and you, let's make Texas blue. That's what I said. Saying this, it's an honor to invite the next speaker, who has been the brainchild of what we are here today, who has contributed to the Nepalese community, to the South Asian community, to the Democratic Party, none other than Mr. Prabhat Dixit.
Thank you so much, Dinesh. You know, you should remember that he's the immediate past president of Nepalese Society of Texas, okay? Thank you everybody for coming here today. It had been one of my dreams to celebrate at least one day where everybody can come together without any other agenda except celebrating Nepal America Day. And we are here today actually because of this lady. So, what happened is, basically we have decided, the Nepalese Society of Texas decided that this is 70-50 years of friendship between Nepal and America, and so let's celebrate it. So we were talking about how to celebrate it, and then I called Terry and said, Terry, can you organize a meeting, something like this in Texas House, where we can come together and then talk about the friendship. And then she said, hey, why don't you make it a Nepal Day? I said, go ahead. That's how all this started. And today we are here celebrating that moment, right? So these two guys have been our good friends, the best friend in the house. And they will talk about it later on. But I want to thank them both for being so good friends. And whenever we needed them, they are here. And so that's the first step. And Dr. Lolania, I heard you about you so much. I was so waiting for the moment to meet you. Thank you so much for coming here today. I saw you there in the house floor. There were some other friends also. And I know, I mean, in Houston, you have a really good communication with the Desi community as you are in there. And we hope that we'll work together, whatever way possible in Houston also. But the last thing that I would like to say is, Nepal Day means what? Let's understand that. If Texas House declares Nepal Day, that means from this year, not this year, but next year, every year we should celebrate wherever we are in Texas, in small town or big town, we should celebrate this as a friendship day between Nepal and America, right? So that's my request. So we'll make it big, not only one event, but several events on this day from next year onward, right? And the last thing is, as I said, it's the 75th anniversary of U.S.-Nepal diplomatic relations. We are celebrating this all over America. So we are working on it. So I request you, whatever event you are organizing in any part of Texas or any part of America, please put up a flyer, a banner like that, and talk about it, little bit, and whatever you are doing, celebrate, but make it a part of the 75th anniversary of US Nepal diplomatic policy.
The 75th anniversary. This is a long time that two countries have worked with each other. So please socialize as much as you can. Now I have kept the last for somebody who is gonna speak in Nepali. So Nepali is our mother tongue and the language spoken in Nepal. So I would request Mr. Badal Bhujel from North Texas Nepali Samaj to come and speak few words.
Yes, fine. आदरणीय टेरी मिजा सलमान भोजानी तथा विभिन्न सङ्घ संस्थाबाट आउनुभएका सभापति तथा पदाधिकारीहरू, आज हाम्रो गौरवको दिन हो। आज द स्टेट अफ टेक्सासले चाहिँ फेब्रुअरी 16 लाई नेपाल डे भनेर चाहिँ रिजोल्युसन पास गरेको छ। त्यसको लागि हामी सम्पूर्णलाई चाहिँ धन्यवाद तथा बधाई दिँदै म यहाँबाट बिदा लिन चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद।
I'm sure if you don't understand the language, sometimes emotions don't need language. This is the excitement and happiness which he came and showed. Saying this, moving forward, as Mr. Prabhat Dixit said that we have two good friends, I would say now we have three good friends. Dr. Suleiman Lalani too from Houston. So I would request him to come and speak few words. Dr. Suleiman Lalani.
Good morning, good day. Welcome to your capital. This is your building. This is your office. We, as a minority community, excel in a lot of things, but we are very behind in government. So I will give you two things today. One is celebrate, enjoy this occasion that has happened, but call to action. We need to excite and engage our community. So I would task each one of you is to next time find 5 or 10 more friends. So if you're 100 people sitting here, next time we should have 500 people sitting here. Can we do that?
Yes.
So we alone can't do it, but if I tell you go ask 500 people, it may be difficult, but if I say 5 or 10 more people, can you do that?
Yes.
So if we all collectively will do that, we will get engaged. And that's what we want to show. This is the fabric of Texas is. We participate, we contribute to the social, economic, intellectual, spiritual, cultural part of Texas, right? We need to have representation here too. So I will encourage each and every one of you to come. This should not be your first visit, but this should be the first of many to come. So welcome to your capital. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suleiman. Yes, we will be continuing and coming and meeting you, maybe bugging you also sometimes. So thank you for that. Now this next speaker I'm gonna call upon is somebody where this Dhaka topi looks so good. And Salman said that he's gonna visit Nepal for climbing the base camp of Mount Everest. I would request him not to put this topi there because all the movie directors will come and ask him to join them. So saying this, a true friend of our community, a good friend of mine, Mr. Salman Bojani.
धन्यवाद. That's what I'm learning from that. धन्यवाद. Also, सबैलाई नमस्कार. मेरो नाम सलमान भोजानी हो. I'm so honored to be here. That's what I learned. I think Dinesh need to teach me more Nepali so I can learn more about that as well. I'm really honored to be your state representative and to represent you in the State House. Thank you all for coming today. It is such an honor when I was recognizing the Nepali community on the House floor. This has been never done before, right? Such an amazing opportunity for the Nepali community. And my hope will be that this becomes a tradition where we come to the state capital every single year, every other year. So just so everybody knows here that the State House is in session not every year, it's every other year. So, and the date may change, just so you know, right? It may be February 16th this year, and 2 years from now, it has to be done on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. So whatever that Tuesday or Wednesday in February is, let's make a tradition of having all the Nepali communities from all over the state of Texas. I'm glad that somebody from Lubbock is here, but there's so many small cities in the state of Texas where I'm sure, I guarantee you there are Nepali community members there. When I came to America, I worked at gas stations. And some of you know in the North Texas area, there's so many Nepali community members that work in the gas station. In fact, one of my first partners in gas station was a Nepali. His name was Utsav Kadiwala, and I know I've met some people that have that same last name. And so, you guys are really contributing to the business and to the economy for the state of Texas. And you guys need to get the credit for that, right? Because we're really good about making money and progressing up in the American dream ladder, but we're not good about letting people know what a great community we have. How much do we come together? We respect our elders. That's something that I think the mainstream community needs to learn from us. How do we continue to respect our elders and take care of our kids as well? So next time, I'm glad that I see a lot of women here, because that's one thing that I felt like we need to magnify and uplift our women, especially, because one common theme that some Americans tell us that, oh, we don't uplift our women as much. And so let's do that. And also youth, if we can also bring youth. Next time, I really want to see maybe 50 youth members. Let's do that. Let's go out to our schools and see how we can bring youth, because they are our future. And if we don't train them how to do it, it's first time for a lot of us, right? Hopefully it's not going to be the first time for them, because they've been here every single year. That's what we need to make sure. But as a state representative, my job is to, again, uplift the voices of the communities of AC92. And ULIS has a lot of Nepali community members, and it's one of the biggest community members. And I'm so glad that we have a city council member right now in the city of ULIS that is from Nepal, right? He's a Nepalese council member, Tika Podel, I call him Tika Dai, but Tika Podel, right? So, and please pray for his father. He just lost his father, so my heart goes out to him, and just condolences to him as well. I'm so excited again to welcome you here, and the diversity that we have in the Nepali community is what makes us really strong. And I hope that we can showcase that diversity in so many different ways. We are all united in our pursuit of progress, prosperity, and we must continue to work together to build a brighter future for every single Texan, including the Nepali community. Please know that my office door is going to be always open. I welcome your thoughts, your ideas. If you have anything so one of the things that we're working on is having a religious holiday, state holiday for the community. So I have other holidays, and Diwali is going to be also a state holiday. So I'm going to try to get more support from that. This is just a bill that I filed. And hopefully let your state representatives, wherever they are, and the senators know that we need to work on that. And together we can make this a better place for everybody. But my door is open. I just want to give a quick shout out to my team that's here. I've got my Chief of Staff, Brianna Menard. You want to stand, please? So she's my Chief of Staff. So she's the one that makes the whole office run smoothly for me. And so please reach out to her if you need any kind of support. And then I want to give a big shout out to our Mason Reed, our communications director, and just a phenomenal individual. He does a lot. So anything to do with our communications, you can reach out to him as well. And then I can't forget the love of my life. It's just Valentine's Day yesterday, right? Dima, please stand and be recognized. Yeah, she's been by my side all the way. So remember I told you I came to America when I was working at gas stations, mopping stores for $6 an hour. She and I met at that time. So I don't know what she saw in me that I didn't see in myself. But since then, she's been saying, do you want to do something more? Do you want to do something more? And she's lit that fire under me so much that I've been so successful in business, so successful in politics, but all credit goes to her. So thank you so much, Tina, for being there for me. And lastly, I just want to say, like as Dinesh Dai said, I'm going to Nepal, Kathmandu. I land in I think September 15th or something to climb the tallest mountain base camp, Everest. And so please pray for me because my friends, there are 10 of us going. All my friends have already started to work out. Guess what I'm doing? I'm now working out because I'm working here, right? And so I start in June on my workout, 2 or 3 hours every single day to climb that. We're going to be going like every day 10 hours when we go to Kathmandu to go climb this. It's a 16-day expedition. So I want to try to come back. My wife has asked me to come back in one piece. And so please, pray for me as I come back, and I'll report back to y'all what my findings were. This is the first time I'm going. I've never been to Nepal. So if y'all have any people that I should meet in Nepal, I really want to meet, because the people are the best part of the community, right? They are the ones that add to the cultural diversity that we have. And so I probably have 1.5 days in Kathmandu before we go on our expedition, but would love to meet anybody. If you have any parents that I should go visit and all that, that's what I want to do. Thank you so much again. Namaskar.
So, good luck, Salman, for. So, Salman is getting younger, and a big happy birthday to Salman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Salman. Happy birthday to you. No. We will, for the cake, please knock Salman's house, okay? Saying this, now we are at the end of our session mostly, and what we are here today, and Nepal Day, it's not this time. Terry had been saying this couple of years back, and she's been saying you guys should come and I will wave you from down and you guys will be up. She used to dream, and she made us dream that. Today is the day that dream came true. So today we are so grateful to her. When I first met her, Prabhat, I introduced and I said, who is she? So she's like the state representative. And I was like, oh gosh, really? He said, why? I mean, she's so down to earth. She's just like a normal person greeting everyone. I was so impressed by her. The community has so much. We are, as a community, we are very grateful to her. She comes to most of our events. She shows her presence. Not only that, she shows concern and love to our community. So Terry, thank you very much for that. Saying this, help me welcome Miss Terry Meza.
So happy and proud for all of you. Happy Nepal Day. Also very happy and proud that we have with us today the first in the history of Texas, the first South Asian state representatives in Dr. Lalani and Representative Bojani. The first South Asians, did I say that correctly? The first South Asians ever elected in the history of Texas. So they may be the first South Asians, but I'm the only one of the three of us who actually has a name that's Nepalese. My flying friend Bian Panta tells me that my name, Daddy. So before I was ever a state rep, I was a Lions Club member, president of the Irving Lions Club. I was president of the Irving Lions Club when the earthquake happened, and we were at the district convention, and we all stood up, each president, and said how much funds we were going to donate from our treasury toward the recovery efforts in the earthquake in Nepal. So I've been with you through hard times, through good times, like today, and I'm so happy to be here with you now. I thought hard about wearing my Nepalese dress, you see. Prabhat's wife helped me pick it out. I went to the store and I asked for a sari, and she said, sorry, no. That's too difficult, you won't be able to pull that off. But we picked out a tunic and pants, and I thought about wearing it today, but anytime I wear it, I never can compare with the beauty of the Nepalese ladies in their beautiful traditional dress. So glad y'all were able to come and enjoy this event today.
Thank you.
So, Prabhat and I met through the Lions Club, so we've known each other for a long time, maybe 10 years. So we've been discussing about how to recognize the Nepalese community, and so it's through all of that work with him, and especially during this past year, that we were talking about what date would be the best date to choose. come April, we're very busy with bills being presented on the House floor and voting and committee meetings and so on. And so even though April might have been a good date, it wouldn't work well for the House agenda. So that's why we came up with today's date, when, as you saw today, that there's not any business conducted on the floor, it is laying out of bills, voting on legislation. This is the time in January and February when we can do occasions like this, that we can do resolutions and honor people in the community. So that's why we came up with this date. We were going for the 16th, but then the governor bumped us. He was going to do a joint session, State of the State, and we're not meeting tomorrow, so we're out here on the 15th. So I'm so glad you all could come. So proud of all of you. If you come to my office, the first visitors to my office were Prabhat and Dev.
Dev's father is here.
Dev's father is here. Prabhat and Dev were the first. And if you get to come in E1 2004, you'll see as you walk in the door, I have a cap displayed in my bookshelf. I don't wear it, but I have a cap. I was at a GANS event, Greater Austin Nepalese Society event, and they were giving out caps to the special guests. And so it's kind of like Oprah. You get a cap, you get a cap, you get a cap. And they got to me and they weren't quite too sure what to do with me. You could see that they were thinking, it's a female, but we gave everybody else a cap, so okay, here, you get a cap too. So I have a cap in my shelf, even though I don't wear it. It's next to my Buddha stupa that I was given by GANS. And so that Buddha stupa, I always want to put a K in there. Buddha stupa is in my shelf, along with my GANS chief guest badge, my cap, and the Nepalese society there in my district has an award that they gave out to special guests, and I have that there too. So hopefully you'll feel at home. When you walk in through the door, I don't have a coat rack. Poor guys in my office don't get a coat rack. I have a scarf rack. And so it has my scarves that I've gotten from my friends that are Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Nepali. So you might recognize some of the Nepali scarves on my scarf tree when you come in the door. So this is a great day. I'm so happy to have a Nepali Day. It's historic, first time ever in the history of Texas. What a great session to do it when we have the historic occasion of the first 2 South Asians ever elected to the State House. So I'm so glad to kind of at least be an honorary Nepalese. So, and thank you, Prabhat, for all your work with me on making this day come to fruition. We had a much longer resolution. It got shortened through the parliamentarians because some of what we had included there, about a paragraph of it was, they said, more foreign affairs, foreign relations. They said that was not appropriate for the State House. So it got shortened a little bit, but this is the version of your resolution. House Resolution number 176. Whereas the United States and Nepal have enjoyed a strong and productive friendship for 75 years. And whereas on April 25th, 1947, the U.S. became the second country to establish diplomatic relations with Nepal. Nepal opened its embassy in Washington, D.C. in 1958, and the American embassy in Kathmandu began operations the following year. Whereas many Americans and Nepalis have formed people-to-people connections through educational and cultural exchanges, in 2018, Nepal ranked among the top 12 sources of overseas students in the United States. I was kind of surprised by that statistic. Maybe you already knew it, I did not. Nepal, and the number of Americans studying in Nepal has increased as well. The beauty and cultural wealth of Nepal have drawn people from all over the world to the country, and Americans are a major contributor to its vibrant tourist industry. The U.S. Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation has invested nearly $4 million over the past 2 decades in 25 projects in Nepal. And whereas for generations, the United States and Nepal have worked together on behalf of its shared goals and democratic values, the bonds of friendship continue to strengthen with the passing of the years. Therefore, be it resolved that the House of Representatives of the 88th Texas Legislature hereby commemorate the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the United States and Nepal. So happy Nepal Day. This resolution is signed by both me and Okay, great, thank you.
Saying this, I would like to acknowledge some of our community members who have again contributed a lot for this function. Mr. Bhuvan Acharya, past president of Nepalese Society of Texas. And then we have our journalists who always contribute, volunteer, and when our function ends, their work starts. So we have Vishen Nepani from Himalayan Khabar, and none other than the multi-talented Kishan Regmi from US Khabar. A big round of applause. Sujan Pandit, okay. Oh, Sujan Pandit, where are you? Oh, Sujan Pandit says, I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here with us today. Saying this, I would request the president of NST, Houston Samaj and Austin Samaj and Labak Samaj to come and take the resolution from the hands of Salman and Terry. And I would request Mr. Prabhat Dikshit also to be here.
Let me take.
Okay, is everyone ready? Yeah, guys, no, hey, right?
थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायो थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका रगतले स्वतन्त्र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहुजाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
आज टेक्सास हाउस अफ रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभबाट फेब्रुअरी 16लाई नेपाल डे मनाउने भनेर पास भएको छ, रिजोल्युसन चाहिँ पास भएको छ। आज क्यापिटल हामी स्टेट क्यापिटलमा छौँ अहिले र विभिन्न कम्युनिटी एनएसटी, एनएएच ह्युस्टन नेपाली समाज, लबक नेपाली समाज, ग्रेटर अस्टिन नेपाली सोसाइटी सबैको इनिसिएसनमा टेक्सासमा भएका सबै संस्थाका इनिसिएसनमा आज हामीले फेब्रुअरी 16लाई नेपाल डे घोषणा गर्न सफल भएका छौँ, रिकग्निसन लिन हाउसबाट सफल भएका छौँ। यो एउटा प्राउड मोमेन्ट हो र कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन टु अल अफ अस। हामी सबैलाई धेरै धेरै बधाई छ र आगामी दिनमा हामीले यो एउटा सेलिब्रेसन गर्ने दिनको रूपमा हाम्रो आगामी दिनमा हुनेछ। थ्याङ्क यू सो मच।